Hi, I'm Stella. I've always been the responsible one in my family. My sister Lily? Not so much. We're only 2 years apart, but sometimes it feels like I'm raising her instead of being her sister. Stella, you're the only one I trust with my kids, Lily said, her voice sweet as honey as she paced around my living room. Tommy and Emma are so well behaved, and they love their Auntie Stella. I crossed my arms, leaning against the doorframe. The last time you said that, Tommy painted my hallway with my good lipstick. That was one time, Lily laughed, waving her hand dismissively. Besides, I've been teaching them better manners. Promise. When do you need me to watch them? I asked, already pulling out my phone to check my calendar. Lily bit her lip. This Saturday? Just overnight. Dylan and I have this couples retreat thing. Saturday should work. Just the 2 kids, right? Well, Lily hesitated, twirling a strand of hair between her fingers. Maybe 3? My friend Vanessa's little girl might join. Her sitter canceled. Mark, my next-door neighbor, happened to be dropping off a package that had been delivered to him by mistake. He overheard our conversation and gave me a knowing look. Stella, can I talk to you for a second? Mark pulled me aside into the kitchen. You know what happened last time your sister asked for a small favor? You ended up watching 5 kids for an entire weekend. That was different, I whispered. She had that family emergency. The emergency that ended up being a concert in Vegas? Mark raised an eyebrow. I saw the pictures on her social media. Mark, she's my sister, I sighed. I can handle 3 kids for one night. If you say so, he shrugged. Just remember I'm next door if you need backup. When Saturday arrived, I had snacks prepared and my apartment child-proofed. The doorbell rang at exactly 2 p.m. Hey, sis. Lily breezed in with 5 small children trailing behind her. Lily, what's going on? You said Tommy, Emma, and maybe Vanessa's daughter. Change of plans? Lily chirped, backing toward the door. Vanessa's bringing her twins, too, and my friend Melissa had an emergency, so I said you'd watch her boys. Oh, and Dylan's niece is visiting. That's 7 children, Lily. 7. Under 5 years old. You'll be fine. You're amazing with kids, Lily said, dropping a diaper bag on my couch. Their stuff is in here. Emergency contacts, too. Love you. Before I could protest, she was gone, leaving me with 7 children staring up at me. My phone buzzed with a text. Lily, almost forgot. 2 more dropping off in an hour. Friend from work's twins. 9 total. You're a lifesaver. I called her immediately. No answer. I tried 5 more times. Is everything okay? Asked Tommy, Lily's 4-year-old. Your mom just left me with 9 kids instead of 2, I said, my voice shaking slightly. Aunt Stella, I'm hungry, said one of the children I didn't recognize. Me too, chimed in another. I want my mommy, a little girl with pigtails whimpered. I need to potty, announced a toddler, dancing from foot to foot. My phone buzzed again. Lily, BTW might be back Monday instead of tomorrow. Tickets were cheaper. Kids all nap around one. Easy peasy. Mark, I whispered into the phone after speed dialing my neighbor. I need help. Lily just dumped 9 kids on me. For the entire weekend. 9? Mark's voice rose. I'm coming over. Have you tried calling her? She's not answering. I think she turned off her phone. I don't even know what to call that, Mark said. Hang tight, I'm bringing reinforcements. 4 hours later, the apartment looked like a tornado had hit it. 3 children were crying. 2 were fighting over a toy. 1 had a suspected fever. Another had spilled juice on my laptop. And 2 had found my makeup drawer. No, Tommy, we don't throw blocks at people, I said, intercepting a projectile aimed at one of the twins. Jason, please stop jumping on the couch, I called out while trying to comfort a crying toddler. Aunt Stella, Emma's eating something off the floor, Tommy shouted. I rushed over, my head spinning. Emma, sweetie, spit that out. We don't eat things off the floor. I want my blankie, wailed one of the children. Which bag is yours? I asked, digging through the mountain of belongings Lily had left. The blue one. No, not that blue. The other blue. That's when I felt it. The dizziness, the shortness of breath. The room started spinning as Mark walked in with pizza. Stella, are you okay? You look really pale. I can't breathe, I gasped. Stella! Mark dropped the pizza and lunged toward me. The last thing I remember was the floor rushing up to meet me. I woke up in a hospital bed. A doctor stood reviewing a chart. Welcome back, Miss Chen, she said. I'm Dr. Jenkins. You experienced a collapse due to exhaustion and dehydration. The kids, I gasped. There were 9 children in my apartment. Your friend Mark explained everything. The children are safe. He contacted the parents. All except my sister, I muttered. Child Protective Services has been notified, Dr. Jenkins said. Mark walked in, relief on his face. Stella, thank God. How are you feeling? Like I've been hit by a bus. What happened with the kids? 8 have been picked up. Your sisters 2 are with me and my wife. She left me with 9 children under 5 years old, Mark. And went radio silent, I said. Did you reach her? No, but Sarah called me back after I left messages. Sarah, our mutual friend? Yeah, and get this. They're all in Cancun. All the parents. They deliberately dumped their kids on you for vacation. I stared at him. Are you serious? Dead serious. Sarah wasn't in on it, but knew about the trip. She thought you agreed to watch all the kids. Sarah burst into the room, looking concerned. Stella, I'm so sorry. I had no idea they didn't tell you about all the kids. Lily told everyone you were excited to have a big slumber party with the children. What exactly did she say? I asked. She told us you offered to watch everyone's kids for the resort trip. Said it was your idea, a gift because you had time off. And you believed that? Mark asked. When has Stella ever volunteered to watch 9 children? I thought maybe you were starting a daycare, Sarah said weakly. Lily was convincing. She showed us texts from you. She faked texts from me? I asked incredulously. Sarah nodded, pulling out her phone. Look at these. She sent these to our group chat. I scrolled through the messages, my blood boiling. There I was, supposedly writing, I'd love to watch all the kids while you guys enjoy Cancun. It would be my pleasure. I've got the whole week off and was just planning to sit around anyway. Consider it my gift to you all. I would never say this, I said, my voice tight with anger. I would never write with this many exclamation points. And I certainly wouldn't volunteer to watch 9 children under 5 for a week. I know that now, Sarah said, her face flushed with embarrassment. I should have checked with you directly. How did you find out the truth? I asked. After Mark called me, I contacted Vanessa. She sounded evasive, so I pressed her and she broke down and admitted the whole scheme. Lily orchestrated everything. Stella, there's something else. Sarah hesitated. This isn't their first day there. It's a week-long trip. They're not planning to return until next Friday. The heart monitor beside my bed began beeping faster. A week? She planned to leave 9 children with me for a week without asking? Officer Rodriguez entered the room. Miss Chen, I understand there's a situation with child abandonment. Abandonment is exactly the word, Mark agreed. Stella's sister and friends deliberately misled her and abandoned 9 children in her care. I have documentation, Sarah said. The group messages planning the trip and the fake texts. I looked between them, a plan forming. Officer Rodriguez, I want to press charges. What they did is criminal. I have the evidence to prove it. 6 days later, I confronted Lily in my living room. She'd returned early after calls from police, CPS, and our parents. Dylan stood behind her. I don't understand why you're making such a big deal, Lily said, tossing her tanned arms up. It was just babysitting. Just babysitting? I collapsed, Lily. I was hospitalized. 9 children were essentially abandoned. Abandoned? Don't be dramatic. They were with you, their aunt. Who didn't agree to watch them, Mark interjected. Who had no preparation or supplies. Stay out of this, Lily snapped before turning to me. Sisters help each other out. Is that what you call forging text messages? I asked, showing the printed fake texts. Creating elaborate lies to trick your friends? Planning an international vacation while intending to dump 9 children on me? Lily paled. Where did you get those? Sarah gave them to me, along with all the group chat messages planning this trip. I can explain, Lily said, her tone shifting to placating. We've all been so stressed lately. So stressed that you decided to abandon your children with me without asking? So stressed that you created fake messages from me? So stressed that you turned off your phones and were completely unreachable? You don't understand what it's like to be a parent, Lily shot back. You don't know the pressure. Don't you dare. I cut her off, my voice ice cold. Don't you dare use your children as an excuse for what you did. Real parents don't abandon their kids for a vacation. Dylan stepped forward. Look, it was just a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding? You knew about this too, Dylan. Did you think it was funny while I was being rushed to the hospital? Hospital? Lily looked confused. What are you talking about? I collapsed from exhaustion, I said coldly. I was dehydrated and overwhelmed. I could have died, and a child could have been hurt while I was unconscious. I didn't know, Lily stammered. Why didn't anyone tell me? We tried, Mark said. Your phone was off for days. It was a digital detox retreat, Dylan muttered. So let me get this straight. I stepped closer. You deliberately lied to me, forged messages, conspired to abandon 9 children in my care, went internationally where you were unreachable, and didn't bother to check if everything was okay. When you put it like that, Lily looked down. How else should I put it? I demanded. I'm sorry, okay? Lily's eyes filled with tears. I didn't think it would be that big a deal. You're good with kids. That's not an apology, that's an excuse, I said firmly. Officer Rodriguez and another officer entered the apartment. What's this? Lily asked, confused. Lily Chen, we need to speak with you about allegations of child endangerment, abandonment, and fraud. What? Stella, what did you do? I'm pressing charges. So are 4 of the other parents whose children were left without consent. You can't be serious, Lily's face contorted with anger. I'm your sister. Yes, you are, which makes your betrayal even worse. This is ridiculous, Lily spat. You've always been jealous of me. Dylan put a hand on her arm. Lily, maybe we should... She shook him off. No, you always were a pathetic, uptight bitch, Stella. No wonder you're alone. Officer Rodriguez stepped between us. Ma'am, I need you to calm down. Don't tell me to calm down, Lily shrieked, grabbing a vase and hurling it against the wall. This is my sister trying to ruin my life over nothing. That's enough, the second officer said. You need to come with us now. Don't touch me, Lily screamed, taking a swing at the officer. And just like that, resisting arrest was added to her charges. The court finds the defendant, Lily Chen, guilty of child endangerment, reckless abandonment, and filing false reports, the judge announced. Sentencing will be scheduled for 3 weeks from today. Outside the courtroom, Melissa, one of the mothers, approached me. Stella, I'm so sorry. Lily told us you had agreed to everything. I never would have left my boys if I'd known. I appreciate that, but you could have confirmed with me directly. You're right. I should have. I'm facing the consequences too. My husband is divorcing me, and I'm in mandatory parenting classes. Sarah joined us. How are you holding up? Better than expected. The doctor's testimony about my condition really drove home what happened. Dylan emerged from the courtroom looking haggard. Stella, can I talk to you? I nodded. I want to apologize, he said. I knew what Lily was planning. I should have stopped her. Yes, you should have, I agreed. I'm divorcing her. This made me realize what kind of person she really is. She wants to talk to you before sentencing. Says she wants to make amends. I considered this. Fine. One conversation. 2 days later, I sat across from Lily at her attorney's office. Thank you for coming, she began. I wanted to apologize face to face. I'm listening, I said. What I did was wrong. I didn't think about the consequences. I was selfish, and you could have been hurt. The children could have been hurt. I see that now. I stayed silent. I'm going to do better, Stella. I've started therapy. I'm taking parenting classes. Maybe we could rebuild our relationship. You're my only sister, and I love you. No, I said simply. No, Lily repeated. I accept that you're sorry, but I don't accept your apology, and I have no interest in rebuilding our relationship. Stella, please. Lily reached for my hand. I pulled back. We're family. Family forgives. Family doesn't endanger family. Family doesn't lie, manipulate, and abandon children. What you did wasn't just a mistake. It was a choice that revealed your character. People can change, she pleaded. They can, and I hope you do, for Tommy and Emma's sake. But that doesn't mean I have to be part of your life. What about the kids? They love their Aunt Stella, and I love them. Which is why I've arranged supervised visitation. I'll be part of their lives, but not yours. You can't do this, Lily's voice hardened, her tears drying quickly. You're punishing me because something was too hard for perfect Stella to handle. I stood up. And there it is. The real Lily, right on schedule. 3 weeks later, I sat on my balcony with Mark, Sarah, and Dr. Jenkins, who had become a friend after everything. Lily got 2 years probation, mandatory therapy, and parenting classes, I said, swirling the wine in my glass. Tommy and Emma are staying with our parents while she completes the program. How do you feel about it all? Dr. Jenkins asked, leaning forward in her chair. Relieved. Relieved. Like a weight has been lifted. I always felt responsible for fixing Lily's messes. Now I realize I was enabling her. You did the right thing, Mark said. Those children could have been seriously hurt. And you could have too, Sarah added. The doctor said if Mark hadn't arrived when he did, you're not responsible for other people's choices, Dr. Jenkins said firmly. Only your own. That's exactly it, I nodded. I'm only responsible for my own choices. And I choose to surround myself with people who respect boundaries and care about others. To healthy relationships. Mark raised his glass in a toast. And to recognizing unhealthy ones, I added, clinking my glass against his. Do you think you made the right choice? Sarah asked softly. Cutting ties completely? I do, I said without hesitation. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is to walk away and let people face the consequences of their actions. The conversation drifted to other topics as the sunset painted the sky in shades of pink and gold. But one thought remained. Sometimes, the best revenge isn't about getting even. It's about getting free. Have you ever had to cut someone toxic from your life, even when others expected you to forgive because they were family? Share your experience in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories of personal triumph.